Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but inside it's even horribler. Don't you guys love my singing? Hello, everybody. I am out here on a December oddly mosquito-filled night. Go figure, right? And potting up some sappadillas, and this one happens to be Silas Wood, which is an amazing variety. But anyways, hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Let's redo that intro there for you. As I sit here and play in the dirt and get eaten by mosquitoes and repeat myself over and over and over again just for your entertainment pleasure. But as you can see here, this beautiful Silas Wood was in this small pot, and I'm going to put it into this larger pot. Because you want to know what? Sappadillas do extremely well in pots, guys. So, as I'm sitting here playing in the dirt, do you want to call this an episode of In the Dirt? You know, where I'm talking and yakking away, and you're hopefully learning something? Yes, why not? Welcome, everybody, to another episode of In the Dirt. That is some straight compost right there, not mixed with any peat or bark or vermiculite or anything. Here is that same compost mixed with peat and everything else to lighten it up, but add a little bit more because the Sappadillas like some good rich compost. And look at these guys. She's got some, is that focusing there for you? That's not focusing at all. What happened there? Oh, my camera like just break. Hang on, let me shut this off for you guys. There we go. But these are actually got some flowers that did get pollinated on there, and some that will be opening up. This one has a couple fruits, I think, forming. And yeah, but they need to be repotted. And as I was saying, guys, you gotta grow food right, and sometimes we can't stick everything in the ground. So sappadillas do extremely well in pots. Oh, there's some wild pigs screaming in the back pasture. I don't know if you heard that. And if you've never had a tree ripened sappadilla, guys, there's a reason they're called brown sugar fruit. They are beyond delicious, okay? Some of them have some cooked caramely flavor going on. Some of them have literally the texture and the flavor if you just took a moist spoon of brown sugar and stuck it in your pie hole, okay? Absolutely delicious, guys. You can take these fruits as they are, raw, stick them in a blender and make a smoothie or put them in popsicles, and you don't need any sugar. You can make a sappadilla pie out of these by literally just blending a sappadilla ripe fruits, adding some egg yolks to it, putting it in a pie crust made of almonds or walnuts, especially really good, and you can make a sappadilla pie that is, oh my gosh, guys, so freaking amazing. Or if you want to make a pecan pie without all that processed sugar crap in it, instead of adding brown sugar and all this, you literally blend up your sappadilla, mix your egg into it, add your pecans, pour that custard mix into your pie shell, and you have a processed sugar-free pecan pie, guys. That is freaking, oh my god, delicious as all get out. But anyway, back to growing sappadilla. Silas Wood here is one of my favorite varieties. It's a dwarf variety, very, very heavy fruiting. So sometimes, and they tend to hold on to almost all of their fruits when they're happy. So if you want larger fruits, you can pinch them back to about one fruit. There's some fruits that took, and those will be swelling soon. And there's another flower, and there's another little growth bud coming out there. And anyway, they're either small egg to very large egg sized fruits. Absolutely delicious. And so easy to grow, guys. So if you want a taste of tropical fruits that you can grow anywhere, really look into the sappadilla. They're still fairly expensive because they have to be grafted. Air layers work just as well, which in fact air layers are better in pots than grafted ones. And this is a grafted one, but Silas wood is a small variety, so I don't worry about it. And this is a 7-gallon pot only, guys. And they fruit perfectly in 7-gallon pots. This tree can live its entire life in the 7-gallon pot, giving me 20 to 60 fruits a year, if not more. They normally have 2 seasons. These are just now getting ready to flower. These were grafted last year, so this is their 2nd year this year. They'll be coming on. And they're flowering now, and I actually broke all the fruits off them because I wanted them to grow a little bit more. But they're getting ready to put on another spurt of growth, as you can see right there. That's the growth bud there. Those will be sprouting new in just a month or so. We're the middle of December here, and as soon as it warms up, these guys will be taking off in growth again, and they'll be flowering for sure. But I'm probably going to pick those off because I want the plant to grow a little bit more. Silas wood is very small, so if you let it fruit, it tends to just keep on fruiting and doesn't put on much growth. But the larger the plant, the more fruit you get. But anyway, you can prune them any which way you want. They don't take up big pots. They taste amazing. And if you live up north where it freezes, stick them in your garage during the cold snaps or during the winter, and put them out on your patio, your driveway during the spring and summer, fall. Amazing plants to grow, guys. And there's so many varieties. This one just happens to be Silas wood. I've got Alano is another great variety. The Hacia, the brown sugar, one that's actually called brown sugar, is to die for. Literally texture like brown sugar. I've got one called butterscotch that, no kidding, guys, tastes like cooked caramely butterscotch. And wow, so good. But I'm just going to repot this, and you can see they're so easy to grow in pots. This thing was grafted in this pot, and there's the seedling that was grafted too. And it's been in here for, almost 2 years. Very happy. This is about a 4-foot tree, guys. That's why I'm kind of bending it down to show you here. It's about, 4 foot on me. And it's just going in this 7-gallon pot here. And there you guys go. Grow food, grow absolutely amazing, delicious things that you can't get anywhere else. And trust me, you don't want to get these mail order because they pick them unripe and they ship them to you green and hard, and the flavor is disgusting, guys. There's a place down in Miami, I won't mention their name, that sends you a hell of a lot of overpriced, underripe fruit, and that is not indicative of what these guys can taste like. Not at all. You let these hang on the tree, which they'll hang for 6-7 months. They'll have ripe fruit on them, ripening fruit, growing fruit, and be flowering at the same time. That's how awesome Sappadillas are. So once they get flowering, the tree's pretty much mature and they just keep on flowering. Especially if you keep smaller dwarf varieties in pots, you always have fruit year round once they get going. But you gotta let them ripen up. They'll get just a little soft on the tree, and they'll either fall off or break off when you touch them. Then you let them soften up the rest of the way. That is when they are superb. You can't pick these green and hard and ship them and expect anything good out of them, guys. You just can't. Matter of fact, I took so long to get into growing Sappadilla and egg fruit and stuff like that because I tasted them and they were horrible. Like, what is the big deal with these trees? I mean, because I've only been growing Sappadilla for a couple of years now. And I tried them years ago, and I actually bought a huge box, 30 pounds of fruit. I'm like, everybody's talking about how amazing these fruits are. So I went and paid a shitload of money, bought them, and they were horrible. They were bitter. They didn't ripen up properly. And like, there's no way I'm going and paying $100 to $200 a freaking tree for these fruits that are this nasty. So I waited years and years, and then I went to a friend's property. We were planting out trees. He's like, "Oh, here, try this fruit. It's Sappadilla." And it was hanging on the tree, and it was soft, and he picked it. I'm like, "No, thanks. I've tried them. They're not that great." And I know he was like, "Really?" And I tried it, and I almost passed out. This thing was so amazing. And that variety happened to be Silas Wood, by the way. My first Sappadilla I ever tasted that I fell in love with. And I'm like, that it was to die for. And after that, I literally went out and spent over $1,000 just on Sappadillas. Planted them everywhere. Then we had a massive frost. This is 2020 something, 20 whatever, when we had a huge freeze down here just 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was 2019-20 winter actually, which holy moly, I can't believe it's so long ago already. And it killed all of them. Thousands of dollars worth of trees and dead. So then I went and rebought a bunch and started doing them in pots. And I've done them in pots now for 5 years, and they do amazing. I get tons of fruit every year. I do the same with the Canistel. I do the same with the star apples. They're all grown in pots because, in spite of what you're told, our winters are actually getting pretty nasty here. We've already had 3 frosts this year in my area when we weren't supposed to have any. Just saying. You listen to the weatherman and the official sources. Oh, it's there's no frost warning, frost advisory, nothing for my area. And we froze and quite a bit of stuff got damaged because I was not expecting a frost. And we got 3 of them 3 nights in a row. So, yeah, I won't comment too much on that. But there you guys go. Me talking about